Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. All right, folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most seismic moves in recent NFL history, and it involves none other than Travis Kelce, the legendary tight end from the Kansas City Chiefs, potentially heading to our Washington Commanders. Yeah, you heard that right. It's all just a buzz for now, but it's a rumor that has been gaining serious traction in league circles, especially after some insider reports from Rossini and other NFL insiders in January 2026. And trust me, this isn't just some speculative chatter. There are real reasons why this could happen and why it might be a game changer for the Commanders. Let's start with the what and why. According to reports, the Chiefs might be willing to part ways with Kelce, who at 35 years old remains one of the most dominant tight ends in the league. The reason? Money and roster rebuilds. Kansas City is facing a $12 million over-the-cap situation, and with a roster that's looking to develop its youth, think players like Gray, they're also trying to get their defense back to elite status after allowing 24 points per game last season. Plus, Kelce's contract, which averages around $20 million per year, is starting to weigh on their cap, especially as they look ahead to future seasons with Patrick Mahomes still at the helm. So in an effort to free up cap space and maybe bring in some younger talent, the Chiefs are open to trading Kelce, and the Commanders are all in on the possibility. Now, why would the Commanders want Kelce? Well, right now, Washington is in a bit of a tight spot at tight end. With Ertz sidelined for the season after tearing his ACL, the team is actively searching for a savvy veteran who can elevate the position and help Sam Howell take that next step as a quarterback. Kelce, with his legendary status, his ability to dominate in the middle of the field, and his proven track record in clutch situations, could be exactly what this offense needs to push it over the edge. Imagine Kelce's seamless chemistry with Howell, adding that veteran savvy and game-breaking ability that could open up the entire offense. And let's not forget Kelce's incredible profile from 2025. Last season, he racked up 78 receptions for 892 yards and scored 6 touchdowns. His PFF grade of 86. 4 is still top tier, and his EPA per target of 0. 27 shows how efficient he remains. He's a master of the seam, averaging about 20 yards per route, and his red zone targets are a huge threat. 20 targets with a 65% catch rate. Over his career, Kelce has amassed over 512 receiving yards and 76 touchdowns, earning 9 Pro Bowls and 4 first-team All-Pro selections, not to mention his 3 Super Bowl rings. When you watch him play, it's clear he's a master of finding the soft spots in defenses, especially in the red zone, where his 20 targets last season made him a constant threat. So what does this mean for the Chiefs? Well, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, losing Kelce means losing one of the league's most reliable tight ends, an irreplaceable presence in their offense. But on the other hand, it opens up some cap room and the chance to infuse youth into a team that's still trying to defend its Super Bowl title. The Chiefs could be looking to rebuild their defense, which allowed 24 points per game last season, or to develop their younger tight ends like Gray, who's seen limited action so far. Kelce's departure would be a significant blow, but it could also be seen as a reset button for a team that's always chasing another championship. Now, shifting to the impact on the Commanders. Adding Kelce would be a game changer, no doubt. His ability to dominate the middle of the field would give Sam Howell a reliable safety valve and open up the offense in ways it hasn't been since the days of having a true elite tight end. His presence would boost the red zone efficiency. Expect around a 15% increase in red zone touchdowns, and his EPA per pass would jump by about 0.14, which is huge for a team trying to establish itself as a playoff contender. Kelce also provides a mismatch against linebackers and safeties, and his ability to make contested catches under pressure would be invaluable, especially against tough defenses like the Cowboys' linebacking core. Imagine the mismatch against Dallas's linebackers. Kelce's route running and savvy would create nightmares for opposing defenses. Plus, his blocking, which is solid with a PFF grade of 71.8, would also help in the run game, adding another dimension to the Commanders' offense. With a run-blocking boost of around 140 yards from guys like Rodriguez, this move could truly elevate the entire offensive line and running game. And don't forget, Kelce's presence would also significantly impact the red zone. His 20 targets last season and efficiency of 65% conversion rate make him a prime option in tight spots, and his knack for making those tough catches in traffic would be a huge asset for Sam Howell. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade could set the tone for the Commanders' future. Kelce's reputation as a playoff icon, with over 600 career yards in the postseason, would bring a winning mentality to the team. His experience and leadership could be the difference-maker in high-stakes games, especially as the team aims to make a deep playoff run this season. The odds for a Super Bowl LXI appearance would see a noticeable boost. PointsBet's odds, for instance, jumped from +15, 0 to +3, 800 after the buzz started circulating. That's a huge increase in confidence, reflecting how much Kelce's addition could mean for Washington's Super Bowl aspirations. Of course, it's not just about on-field performance. This trade would mark a new era for the Commanders, signaling a bold move to shake things up and go all in for a championship. Kelce's craftiness, route running, and leadership would be a guiding force for the team, especially young guys like Howell and the offensive line. The deadline for this move? Set for November 4, 2026, and league insiders believe that if it happens, it could send shockwaves across the NFL. In conclusion, folks, what we're talking about here isn't just a player swap. It's about a franchise's ambitions, its willingness to take risks, and its desire to finally break through and contend at the highest level. Kelce's move to Washington could be the defining moment that elevates this team from a solid playoff contender to a true Super Bowl threat. It's a bold gamble, yes, but with Kelce's veteran savvy and clutch postseason performances, this could be the piece that finally unlocks the team's full potential. Now, Washington fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential Kelce trade? Do you think it's the move that could finally bring a championship to DC? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of the Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. This is an exciting time, and if this move happens, it might just be the start of something special. An era of dominance led by a Hall of Fame tight end who's still got plenty left in the tank.